Continuing with the laws of the Keset, going through the laws of Tefillah and Mezuzos and Siman Tes. So we say Avom Tzuras Os Nikeris, but if you write a letter and the letter is recognizable, even though there's a Ktsas Hefsek, there's a little break in the letter. So for example, there's some break between the Yud of the Aleph or the Shin and the Ayin or the letter of the Taf. So but a child can still recognize them, or a bet or a daled, that there's some separation, even though that all of these things are disqualifying before you can fix it, meaning to say that mezuzah is not kosher unless you fix it. Nevertheless, you can fix it even after it was written, because since the tzuras os, the form of the letter, is recognizable, it doesn't violate the concept of shalom kasidron. And so too, the same halacha, if the chutra, which is on top of the chet, if they don't touch, if the two parts on top of the chet of the chutra, if they're not touching each other, that's not going to be considered like it's not kasidron, even though the child will read it as two zayin. It's two zayins. You're allowed to connect them even after they're written, because the reason why the child is not calling it a chet is because he's not accustomed to see a chet like this. And there are some concerned in all of these cases and say it's not kasidron. And even though we rule to be lenient, nevertheless, the Sofer has to be very careful when he writes it that he doesn't have to rely upon this leniency. And the Keset says, it seems to me that if the Mems, Tuma, or the Samach are separated a little, even though a child can read it properly, we won't allow them to fill it in by Tefillah and Mezuzos because of the chashash of the Kasidron, that it's maybe not in order.